Since the beginning of time, the monetary system has been in place. Money has been the binding factor to which society has been held together, and as time has progressed, so has the emotional value behind it. As cliché as it sounds, money makes the world go round. Or so many people think. The people often consumed by the necessity for money and materialistic objects are often the ones unfamiliar with the necessity for financial literacy. Financial literacy encompasses not only the ability to understand finances, but to also make healthy and responsible financial decisions based on the skills you acquire pertaining to such. Financial literacy requires one to understand money, their own personal finances, and how payments, loans, and other financial agreements work. Being able to make informed financial decisions while maintaining one's happiness is the key behind financial literacy. It is so important to do so at a young age, because obtaining the skills to make these responsible decisions will carry on with you for the rest of your life. They say it takes a person 3 days to form a bad habit, and 30 days to break a bad habit. Bad financial habits take even longer to break when one is unable to manage their finances and end up in debt. The years it takes to pay off the debt caused by your lack of understanding of finances is enough to make anyone wish they learned the ropes when they were younger. It is so important to learn the skills necessary to manage your own finances responsibly at a young age as to avoid debt and financial struggles later on in life. Debt is the #1 cause of suicide in the modern Western world, and many more still struggle with the overwhelming feelings of debt each year. The feeling of owing an amount more than what you are capable of paying off soon is equal to the feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, as well as being imprisoned. Paying off debt is a long process, and often those doing so are unable to change their ways, and therefore fall even further into debt despite their best efforts. Debt tears families apart. Dealing with debt alone is one thing, but bringing the whole family along for the ride is another. With my own family's experience with debt, I know that debt suffocates the whole family and affects each person involved. After having to deal with such, when I one day have a family of my own, I would rather be able to bring my own kids into the world debt-free so that we can live weight-free. My financial skills and decisions at this point in my life will affect my life later on. As an aspiring doctor, I am currently taking a year off before I attend university so that I can save enough money to pay for my first and hopefully part of my second year. As my parents are dealing with their own financial problems, I am solely relying on myself to finance my education, which in a way is helping my own financial skills. I currently work full-time as a server with a part-time job on the side. I keep track of my monthly expenses such as car insurance, gas, and my phone bill, as well as track every purchase I make. I leave my debit and MasterCard at home when I go out to ensure I don't overspend. I take only a certain amount of money with me to track my own spending, and I only use my MasterCard to pay for things when I know I can pay it off right away. I never leave payments to the last minute, and I generally limit myself to a leisurely spending amount of $30 a week. Well, I definitely don't need any more clothes here. I think twice about items I do not absolutely need. I use a reusable water container every day rather than buy drinks. I bring a lunch to work instead of buying it, and overall make smarter decisions concerning my money.
I can't talk now. Don't have any minutes right now. Talk to you later. Bye.
I currently have a tax-free savings account open where I transfer the money I have saved to. I am extremely lucky in the way that my parents are not currently charging me for monthly rent and allow me to drive their car when necessary, so I'm able to save in those areas. I plan to continue to save up in order to pay for my schooling so that coming out of university and into medical school, I can lower the inevitable debt that accompanies many years of schooling and begin my life without the weight of the world on my shoulders.